morning, everybody. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Wendy Yee.
I'm Chris Yee.
Welcome to normality for 3 weeks.
Yes.
I'll take it.
3 weeks of normality.
It's not quite normal. School hasn't started yet. We're almost there.
School started for me.
Okay.
My kids are
Wednesday.
there today.
Wednesday.
I was so happy yesterday. I was like, yeah, school's starting. Everyone at church was like, school's starting. The teachers, were hating on me. The students were hating on me. I was like, it doesn't bother me at all, except for traffic. Don't like the traffic.
I've never seen
true.
I've never seen a town get hit so hard with school traffic as this town, Tom.
It's really bad. The first day of school.
That's because no one walks to school here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone,
You
because
can't.
in Florida, you just can't walk to school.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't say no one. Very few
Very
people
few.
walk to school.
Yeah.
So, that is what it is. And you know what else? We have amazing weather. Okay, so, let's see. We have a contest. Let's start off with that. We have a contest for a new game that I just saw called Wild Style. Wild Style is about the legal sport of tagging things without getting caught by the police. I don't know.
Tag.
That's what it's called. I learned
X.
about all this from watching the Spider-Man cartoon movie with Miles Morales. Went around tagging things and acting like it was a cool thing to do. I always thought it was completely illegal and you should go to jail.
All I know is that if you're caught tagging something, you just have to pretend that it's deodorant. That's what the Fresh Prince taught me.
If I was the police officer, I'd be like, let me see how that works. Spray it. Anyhow,
Blue pits.
Wild Style is a cool looking cover, and the question is here that you need to send us to at contest@dicetower.com. In the subject line, put the word Wild Style. Spell it like it shows in this thing here.
Which is correct spelling, actually.
Well, I know, but if you just told me Wild Style, I would think it was spelled W-Y-L-D. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree, yeah.
But you have to answer the question, what location is worth the most points when tagged? I can't spoil this because I don't know. We have not yet played the game.
What is the hottest location in a city to tag? That's what I wonder if it's the same. You know what I mean? Like
under a bridge?
Overpasses?
Under a bridge is the easiest thing to do, right? Because no one can see you do that.
Right, yeah.
I genuinely wonder how people get up on the freeway signs.
Who's the guy who went around and did
overpasses.
it? No one knew who he was. The painter. Banksy. That's right. Banksy. Is Banksy in the game? Anyway, it actually has a similar look to Skate Summer, which was just reviewed on the Dice Tower to somewhat glowing praise, as you've seen. All right. So that's what's happening. I also am supposed to tell you all. Let me see here. Don't forget, we are really close to the World Series of Board Gaming, and that's going to be in Las Vegas. Ticket sales for this are ending the 1st of September, so don't delay if you're wanting to come to that. I'm going to be there. Dice Tower sponsoring the open gaming room. In fact, the games will be from the Dice Tower West Library. I'd love to meet you there. Love to play games. Love to talk to you. I'll also be doing some of the reporting from this live, so you can find out more information about that. Just look for the World Series of Board Gaming, WSBG. And the cruise. The cruise is still a bit away, like 5 months or whatever, but there's about 50 rooms left. So if you want to come, don't delay, because in a few weeks we will be getting rid of all of our extra rooms and it will be too late for you to come, and you do not want to miss the cruise. It is a fantastic time. We're going to have a great time, and it's just, you're on a ship with the Dice Tower Library and other people too, but also the Dice Tower Library. If people got thrown overboard, you still have the Dice Tower Library.
Yeah, I could deal without the other people. That'd be okay.
You can live without Tom. We'll throw him overboard. I'll keep your hat though.
Ooh.
I don't know what any of that just meant.
Mutiny
Okay.
on the high seas is what I'm hearing.
Anyhow, that's all of our intro stuff. Let's get started.
Hi, it's Tarrant.
And Stella here from Maple University. Today we have kind of like Cat Lady, the sequel, aka Dog Lover.
Indeed. What do you think?
I think this is similar. So Dog Lover is still similar game, 3x3 grid, and it's an open drafting, but it's probably slightly more complex than Cat Lady.
Yeah, I would say that's the case. I think for me what it does is it strips away a little bit of the elegance that the drafting mechanism had in Cat Lady, makes it a tad more complex for not really any improvement in gameplay overall.
Oh, okay, so you pretty much like Cat Lady better?
I think I prefer Cat Lady.
Okay, I don't mind either way. So in Dog Lover, instead of getting the card in the row or column, whatever, it is like each player gets the cards differently depending on the trick card that they have, and then goes to the next player. There are more things that you can collect as well, I feel. There's definitely more text, so it is for more complex gamer rather than kind of like a very gateway in a way. Okay, so what do you think? Have you played Cat Lady or Dog Lover? Which one do you prefer, or do you like both? I do like both.
It's still a good game. It's still a nice light drafting game, but I don't think it adds anything that Cat Lady didn't have.
So you pretty much still pick Cat Lady.
Yes.
And that's it. Dog Lover versus Cat Lady. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, it's Oliver, and today we're going to be talking about a game that I know it's been over for a while, but a game that I played at Origins Game Fair and that I really enjoyed. And it was like the first time I played it. And this game is called King of 12 by Lucky Duck Games. King of 12 is a game about where you are competing for the throne against other candidates by mastering the arts of the Power Stones. And I know that sounds confusing, but what I'm really trying to say is that basically you're just rolling a dice and then trying to up the value of the dice with the cards in your hand to score points to win the game. What I like about King of 12 is that it's a short and easy game that you can bring anywhere to play with anyone. Pretty much anyone can play it. Another thing I like is that you kind of have to outplay your opponents, get into their head and try to think what they're thinking. So say like someone had a low dice value and you're like, they might play the lowest value wins card. And you might be like, oh, well, I can play the subtract 7 card. And then they play the that card, and then you would win that round and get the points. So you kind of have to get in their head and think what they're thinking, which I think is pretty interesting. Now, another thing I have to mention is I like how deep it goes into the theme. Like, it's kind of like nobody thinks of it, but it's kind of an interesting theme. Like the Power Stones with the dice and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And I also like the art quite a lot. So that is all for today. Have a great breakfast. Bye.
All right, so we're taking a look at games from 20 years ago, and today we're taking a look at a game called Arimaa. That's Arimaa. This is an abstract strategy game.
It looks like chess.
It looks like chess, but it does not play like chess at all.
Really?
It actually is a game that the different creatures have strengths, and you are trying to push basically people into those holes.
I was gonna joke saying that it looks like you should push the characters into the holes. So
yes, that is the game.
It's not a joke. Okay.
It's not a particularly fun game in my opinion. It's okay at best, but the Arimaa challenge. This guy was like anti-chess. I read an article that he wrote in Games Magazine when this first came out. It was not an actual published game. It was 20 years ago when it came out. It was published, I don't know, like 10 years ago or something like that. And his thing was, hey, computers are getting better than people at chess. That proves chess is not a great game. I'm going to make a game that computers can't beat. So he offered a $10,000 prize, and this prize will last until 2020 if somebody could develop a program that can beat 3 selected human players in an official match. It'd be 3 games against each of the 3 players, and the program had to run on a general-purpose off-the-shelf computer and not require any specialized hardware, so no deep blue nonsense.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Did it
and so he
succeed?
did all this. Yeah, it happened April 18th, 2015. So, go figure. Computers can figure out abstract strategy games. Now, I mean, this one was probably his thing was that the computer could not figure this out as easily as it could figure out chess. Chess is very computational. It can be done by brute force, but I guess Arimaa can too. It doesn't actually say it. It just says, I went to the webpage here, the Arimaa Challenge, and he said this page exists for historical purposes. He says, currently the best Arimaa players are humans, but how long will it stay that way? However, we are confident that Arimaa will continue to be the domain of humans for years to come, he wrote, and he was wrong. All right, I gotta be careful. I'm not like mocking, I don't want to mock this guy. I mean, he tried this thing, right? He had all these you can see these challenges here. Humans won, but in 2015 the AI won 7-2.
Interesting.
So go figure.
I mean, it did take a decade, so.
Sure. Well,
Yeah.
chess took like 50 years.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
not
where
50
did
years.
computers come from? You know what I
Where
mean?
did
When
they
you-
go?
Where did they go?
Where do they
No,
come
but I
from?
think like
Cotton Eye
historically,
Joe.
as computers got better, it was more easier to make that programming.
Well, yes. Computers also in the last 20 years have had massive jumps.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
to here. This is
Yes.
comparing
yes.
this to, let's say, my 1984 computer,
Right. The
which
fact
was
that
amazing.
my phone consistently beats me at most digital games at this point.
Sure.
I still play Onitama on like the easy mode, and I'm just breaching into the middle difficulty. I'm like, ooh, it's getting challenging in here.
You know what I want to see? I want to see 5 computers play a social deduction game.
No, I don't think a computer will ever be able to, I shouldn't say that. I don't think a computer to read human reactions.
Yeah.
I don't think we're there yet, or
You
even
need 5
close
of
to
those
there.
AI computers that all can like learn from each other.
Yeah, that's what we.
The
yeah.
big one
That's
is
a mess.
The big one is Go. When will Go happen? And they've already made computers that can beat some people at Go, but not the top Go
Not the
level
top
players, because that has
Interesting.
way more permutations than chess does.
Sure.
Anyway, I just thought there was an interesting side beat here. I would not recommend, if you see this in the store, I would not recommend buying it unless it's like $5 or whatever. It has some nice pieces, but anyway, that's a game from 20 years ago. Arimaa, and congratulations to whoever got $10,000.
Hello Proti here, your Romanian content creator, and today I will continue my series where I will talk about a specific part of a game, and today we will talk about Clans of Caledonia. Clans of Caledonia is an economical game where you are trying to produce some goods to fulfill contracts. But it's not just like this. Yes, you are trying to, from your player board, to build different buildings on the common map, so that you are getting this, let's say, this good produce. So you put a cow out so that you get a milk bottle in the production phase. And besides that, so these are the basic goods which you can make, so wool and grain and so on. And then you build some other buildings out on the map, which with some restrictions, they have to be connected and so on. But you have those buildings you put to produce produced goods. That means that in the production phase, you have to transform basic goods into produced goods, and with those, you fulfill contracts. And then the other thing is you have a market where you can buy and sell both types of goods and either get money or get the goods, and the prices are changing depending on how much is sold or bought in that specific round or in a specific game by all the players on the table. So quite interesting. And what another thing is that I wanted to discuss, and what I find interesting is the clan things that you get some clans at the beginning of the game. Every player will have a specific ability to himself, and I like this one, the clan Cunningham, which is giving you the possibility to sell bottles of milk to get money. Money is really important because without money you can not do anything in this game. So you need money to build buildings, to make different upgrades, and you get this money by making different things when you pass during production phase with your woodcutters and miners. And if you have some extra income possibility like this, it's quite nice, because just like I said, money is really, really important in the game. And you can push on the milk part, put cows out, get milk so that you get money, and not necessarily take contracts which are using the milk to transform into cheese and then use the cheese for that contract. So it's quite interesting decision point here if you push for the money on the milk and make contracts with other things, but the extra money will give you the possibility to build extra stuff. This is what I wanted to discuss. Really nice game, Clans of Caledonia, and those clan tiles that you get at the beginning are quite interesting, and this is one of my favorite ones. So thank you and have a nice breakfast.
All right, hey, we're back, and now we're talking about what's happening this week. So, like I said, back to normal. So today, Z's doing What's Happening at 10 o'clock, which is 46 minutes from now.
I think he's doing another challenge in Everdell or something.
He was annoyed that he lost. He threw the iPad. That did not happen.
It's more of a frisbee.
I'm doing a Q&A at noon, and that's pretty much all that's going up today. We should have more going up today, but we have lots going up. The boring unboxings are back. We have lots of reviews going up this week, including, some of you have been asking for, the Oathsworn review, Marvel Remix, Yak is going up this week, Nightmare Productions, Come Together, I see, is going up later this week. And I'm doing my top 10 capstone games. We are doing Ready, Set, Bet. Okay, watch that review. Seriously, watch that review. If you just watch it, it's a good game. I'm spoiling it. We got Teach a Teach for Twilight Imperium 4. Several reviews. Our top 10 games that are liars, which, by the way, you'll be able to go on and vote on our website soon about what games lie to you. Whether the box cover makes it look like something is better or worse than it is. You play, you're like, oh, this is not what I expected. So that's going to be on Thursday. Crowd surfing. It's back to normal. There's all kinds of things. Also, we're going to start posting some of our playthroughs from the summer spectacular, because we're still in summer, over the course of this week. Lots of stuff going up, like 6 or 7 videos every day. I hope you enjoy it.
Not mentioning anything that's in my color on the schedule, I see. Shame, Tom.
I just said all the playthroughs. Also, the Arkwright game playthrough. How's that?
Not the playthrough. Review of Arkwright, the card game, the thing that people have been clamoring for, Tom.
Oh,
You know what? That's the only thing I didn't say from your color here. I said all the playthroughs. I said the top 10 games that are liars is in your color. I said, that's most of what I said.
This computer is analyzing your facial expressions, Tom.
I'm a liar. Let's keep moving.
Hey there everyone, it's Jan the Board Game Librarian, flipping some pages and pushing some cubes with my segment from the page to the table, where I pair books and board games together, sometimes in my office at the library. This week we are taking a look at The Immortalists by Chloe Benjamin. Not a recent book, but this is her debut novel, where in New York City, several siblings go and seek their fortunes with a psychic. One of our main characters is Simon, who ends up in San Francisco in the 1980s. He's seeking some love and fortune, ends up in kind of the dance atmosphere of San Francisco at the time. So we see a lot of San Francisco, the flavors, the culture, what's going on then. So a recent game that has San Francisco as a setting is Ticket to Ride San Francisco by Days of Wonder. 2 to 4 players, 10 to 15 minutes, ages 8 and up. So, I showed off Ticket to Ride New York a couple of weeks ago, and in theory, all the small box Ticket to Rides are the same. But this one I like because, again, you got kind of this 1960s flair in it, and in this one, you are collecting souvenirs towards the end game. That's like a set collection, end game scoring thing going on there. So, that gives you something else to do besides your routes and, kind of just building routes. Again, these have really great flavor in them. I think I can play it as pink in this one as well, so that's always a Gen Plus. But the artwork, the atmosphere in here, you just feel like you're in San Francisco in that time period. So, friends, that is all for this week. Happy breakfast.
Assalamu alaikum. For Carcassonne, there are so many variants available on the BGG file site, but my favorite variants are the ones in which you don't have to print extra tiles. One such fun mini expansion is going to be the Zombie Carcassonne. In Zombie Carcassonne, what you're going to have is that whenever you place a tile which has the small hut symbol, then which normally don't do anything, it is normally used as a crossroads, those are the places for an outbreak, and you will be placing a zombie meeple based on that. What you can use for your zombie meeple? Well, you can use any green meeple from any other board game or a zombie miniature if you want. Plus, additionally, you will need now a d6 dice. At every end of each player's turn, if you roll 1, 2, 3, then that zombie is going to move, and that active player selects where it moves. If it moves into a place where there is an other person's meeple, it can eat that meeple. But if you get a 6, then there is a possibility that another zombie is going to spawn on one of those plagued huts. So in this way, from now on each turn, actually the number of plague tiles are going to slowly increase, and the number of zombies on Carcassonne tiles on the board are going to increase. So each player is trying to eat other person's meeples that are still on the board. But if you complete a city or able to complete small road and pick up your meeple before the zombies come, then you are safe and you get to claim those points. This changes the mindset of Carcassonne to a different kind of strategy, a fun kind of game. So if you're interested in that, look for that file called the Zombie Carcassonne variant on BGG file section. That's it for me. Happy gaming.
Stickers are amazing. Well, I mean, as stickers.
I like stickers.
Well, as a kid, I collected stickers. I had a sticker book.
Stickers as
Really?
Stickers as stamps
Like where you
is
didn't
amazing.
stick them on or did you stick them on the book, or did you leave them on their like wax paper and put them in sleeves?
No. They got stuck in the book.
Okay.
Which is better, because if you ever give your kid a bunch of stickers as a gift, and that's what I almost always do, those stickers are gone in about one day. They either get stuck on one sheet of paper or on furniture, which is a fantastic place to stick stickers.
I was not that kid. I hoarded my stickers and I never used them. And at some point I threw them away.
That's the Tom Vassel's law.
Third law.
100%.
If you got something, use it.
I taught my daughter to use stickers.
Right. But not on furniture. We do have that as a hard and fast rule.
Yes.
It goes on paper, or she can put it on her arm or something.
If it's their furniture, I don't care.
Really?
Because, look, if you buy a bed for your kid, ain't no one else going to use that bed unless it's pretty. It's going to get beat up anyway.
It is.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting off topic. Stickers in board gaming, though, is that good? So that's my question here. So the one sticker I actually really like in board games is the fix sticker. In an expansion where you put a nice sticker on the board and it covers it up and it makes it look like the board is still there. I know some people don't like that, but it was done in nothing personal because of a mistake. But I've seen it done in other games where, like for the expansion, just add a sticker, make the track longer, or whatever it is. I like those.
Legacy stickers? Are you good with those?
Well, that's a little bit different. I don't mind that because it's a legacy game. I mean, the legacy game could say spray paint your board. I would do it. Whatever it tells me to do, I'm going to do it. I follow the directions completely. But what about stickers on pieces? I think of all the Dice Tower people, I like this the best because everyone else here always yells when I do it.
I'm hit or miss with meeples having stickers on them.
I might be the person that likes this the least. I don't know. There's probably competition for that, but I really dislike it for the most part.
On anything?
All right, let's
or
go
just
back.
on
What about
meeples?
blocks? Like the Command and Color blocks. The sticker fits on the block.
Oh, that's fine. That's a functional part of the game. But you're talking about like just a decorative sticker. I don't like that.
Okay, well, there's different kinds of stickers, so let's go through those. What about the clear stickers with just a little bit of ink on them?
What are we putting this on specifically?
No, just different wooden pieces in the game.
Okay.
It depends. I mean, that screen printed kind of minimalistic look. I like that. And if you have to put a sticker on to do that, okay. But I would rather just become screen printed.
Sure. More expensive, but yes.
Of course, yeah.
You know what bothers me is when stickers don't fit right. Like, what was that Freedom and Freeze game that we had that had the little motorcycles?
Oh yeah, the little
Free ride.
Free Ride?
No,
it's not Free Ride.
Full Throttle.
Full Throttle, there you
Yeah,
go.
the little motorcycle
That one,
race.
I like how there was actually some debate on which of the motorcycle games from Friedman Freeze.
That isn't a motorcycle
There was.
game. That's a logistics game. No, but the actual stickers are different shape than the meeples.
No,
that bothers me a
Nobody
lot.
likes that.
Yeah.
Okay, there's nobody is going to stand up in favor when I hate
love
that.
the little peel over
the
edge.
meeple stickers are bigger than the meeples. No.
Yeah.
No. That's on you, and you're a terrible company if you allow that to go out. That's boo. That's not hard. And just as bad are the stickers that fit on exactly where you need to be a rocket scientist, not a surgeon, to be able to do it, because if you are off by 1/1,000,000th of an inch, you can feel it. Also bad. Not hard. Make the stickers smaller than whatever you're putting them on. This is not a difficult concept.
Just a hair
But
smaller.
just a
is
little
all you
bit. I think it's Aeon's End Legacy that we're reviewing right now, or we're working on right now. And every sticker in the rule book is a different size. Like it matches the outline differently. So one of them goes over the outline, whereas another one like fits within the outline, and I
Oh, okay,
never
that's a
know
rule
how to.
book.
I just want consistency.
Wow.
If you're putting stuff in a rule book,
I don't care
or if
about
you're putting
rulebook
stuff on
stickers.
item,
They're very different.
I just want consistency. Leave it the same amount of space on all the edges.
I don't like stickers on my meeples. It's just
Well, I do,
As
and
a
I'm
matter
putting
of
them
course.
on Dice Tower Meeples because I like them. However, here's the one thing, though. I hate putting them on. I'm not good with stickers. I always make them crooked. I'm terrible with it. When my kids get a toy, I give them a toy, and I'm almost out of this. Oh, no, I got grandkids. But I'm almost out of this range for a few years of giving kids a toy that needs stickers. Because I'll be
you're
like,
not gonna
here's
be
your
the one
big,
with the stickers.
Fortress of Solitude thing. And it comes with like 5 stickers. I don't want to put them on.
oh no.
Also,
no.
I can't figure out where they all go. And I'm like, do you care if there's stickers on the game? On your toy?
Even Legos have stickers these days.
Anyway, I don't
That's
mind.
true. Yeah, I don't like that.
The thing that brought this to mind was we just played The Spill, which had stickers on the tower. And
Which
they
didn't fit right,
on
yeah.
the top, and stuff like that. But there's a lot of games come with stickers these days. So anyway, that's what I think about stickers. It's kind of all over the place, but I'm still gonna stick them on things because there's those Etsy things that make stickers for meeples, and I think it makes the meeples look cooler.
Oh no.
Particularly the Wonderland's War ones. They look great.
Says the man wearing a kid's tie.
What? Is that a put down? Weird.
I don't like it.
I will refrain from comebacks to that. Stickers are cool.
Well, hey everybody, this is Doug Jr. with Doug and Doug Gaming, and you're watching a Fellowship of Meeples. We are continuing the countdown of my top 10 all-time favorite games, and now we're at number 7, which is Black Orchestra by Philip Dubarry. Now this game is just filled with theme, and I love a game that has a lot of theme. That's very, very important to me. This is a co-op game where you and other conspirators are attempting to assassinate Adolf Hitler before the end of the war. On your turn, you can do up to 3 actions, which might include conspiring, which can also win you some other actions. It might include filling your dossier with these cards. It might include moving around Germany or picking up items along the way. Hopefully during the game you'll discover some of these plot cards, which will give you a list of items and conditions that you need to accomplish your mission. When the time is right and your motivation is strong, your suspicion is down, and Hitler's military support is waning, you can make your attempt to complete the mission. At the end of each player's turn, you'll be drawing one of these event cards, which will give you a historical event that happened during the war. These cards will also be the timer for the game, because if you get through all the event cards and you still haven't completed your mission, everyone loses. So I really do enjoy the theme of this game. The event cards are very historically accurate, which I also very much enjoy. They take you through the war's timeline pretty accurately. This is a great game that has a real cheer out loud moment when you win it. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time on a Fellowship of Meeples. Enjoy the rest of your breakfast.
Thanks, Doug and Doug. Anyhow, so nowadays there's too much stuff to watch on streaming. I'm trying to finish both Umbrella Academy and Lock and Key, and there's like a Sandman and all kinds
I
of
think I only got
nonsense.
through 3 episodes of Umbrella Academy.
Like the first, like the beginning?
This
No,
current
this
season.
current season.
I watched the opening fight, we'll call it, and I thought that was good, and then I haven't really watched any since.
Well, anyhow, we're not talking about that. So, but you do have time to watch I Am Groot. I Am Groot is on Disney Plus, and it is a series of 5. I think there's only 5.
5, yeah.
Because if there's more than, is that why Groot's here? It's-
No, I just was lonely.
It's Baby Groot. These are shorts that are animated for sure. Although, I mean, Groot's animated in the movies anyway. And Groot is the only... Will you stop? Goodness gracious, the two of... What's it like running the dice tower? Well, it's like a kindergarten in many ways.
That's why you're running
We
the
actually have a
die.
water slide out back right now! And that's
we
not a
do.
joke. But anyhow, I Am Groot. It's animated, and he is basically, he's not the only character in the episodes, but he might as well be the only character. Rocket Raccoon shows up in one, briefly, and a few weird aliens show up in the others. These are, in my opinion, the same. It says they're 5 minutes, but that's like 2 minutes of credits. They're like 3 minutes.
Because Disney
Yeah.
Plus always has like credits in every single language, even though the only difference would be Je suis Groot, you know. But
Well, I'm sure someone has to do that. Yes, the
Vin
only
Diesel,
dialogue
actually.
in these is I Am Groot, with the exception of like Rocket Raccoon speaks. But I think in the other 4,
they're like no
one says anything.
You know that Vin Diesel actually does Groot's in dialogue in all languages.
Oh, does he?
He
I
does,
didn't know
yeah.
to say that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
there's like clips of him going like, "Yes, we Groot, yo soy Groot." It's pretty awesome.
I really like these. These really remind me of Pixar shorts. Well, they are basically Pixar shorts in a sense.
Right.
They have that. If you the
got
little
feel.
things that happen before a Pixar movie or after a Pixar movie. Do they even do them
Before.
anymore?
Probably.
I haven't been to a Pixar movie in a long time.
I don't remember seeing one before, like the last Pixar movie with the. Well, anyway,
I don't even know what the last
like the
Pixar
one
movie was.
they've been streaming the Pixar movies. Anyhow,
But they usually release one as a separate thing on
that's
Disney
true.
Plus.
They do.
That is true.
But yeah, I haven't been to a theater for a Pixar movie in a while.
I think Toy Story 4 was the last one I saw in a theater.
Anyway, these are all about Baby Groot. In fact, one of them is pre-Baby Groot. It's when he's a plant, and it shows how he got out from being a plant to a Groot.
Spoilers!
It's called that. It's called Groot Learns to Walk.
Spoilers!
There's no spoilers about these. My favorite of the 5 is definitely where Groot finds a mini civilization.
That one is.
And anyway, I really like these. I watch with my kids. It took like 15 minutes to watch them all.
Yeah, they're all like 3 minutes. Yeah.
Highly recommend it from me. If you want to make it your way through a season, you can binge these, and you won't feel bad about yourself later. What did you all think?
Our daughter giggled so much. Like, just near constant giggling the entire time. She loved them. And I thought that they were super fun and super cute.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I enjoy this a lot. Groot's a fun character. However, I don't think these are officially canon. This is not MCU canon, Tom.
Does it matter?
I read an article that said it's not, so you might as well not even watch it. It doesn't matter.
The civilization was not real.
What?
No, they're great. They're great. If you want 3 minutes of just giggling and laughing and
My son loves the beginning where they start with the Marvel intro and then Groot just fast forwards to it because he's bored.
yeah,
Yes.
no, exactly. That sets the whole tone. That's what these are.
Also,
They're
just
great.
to clarify, because I opened the wrong show, there's like even shorter shorts that are like Rocket and Groot, and that is not what we're talking
Those
about.
are old though. Those are.
I didn't know about
2017,
those.
yeah.
I don't have time for old stuff.
It is weird because they're not all in the same. I don't know why I'm grabbing Groot, but they're not all in the same show. Like you have to find each of the 5 ones differently. That part I thought was weird in Disney Plus.
That happens a lot with some of their things. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't
actually understand how streaming decides what to show me and not show me. And searching streaming is a pain in the neck for all the services. Netflix is the best, but they're all pretty terrible. Some of them. Anyway, don't get me started on that. I Am Groot. I like it. Thumbs up. Let's keep moving.
Happy breakfast, everyone. Today I'm here to talk to you about Dexscape in Wonderland. Now, Dexscape is a series of escape room style games. I've spoken about Detective in the past. Well, this one is a little bit more similar to your standard escape room. You're going to be working through a deck of cards cooperatively around the table, and you're going to be going through them puzzle after puzzle. Don't shuffle the deck, don't peek at the backs of the cards because that's where the answers are. It's got a nice flow to it because when you're presented a puzzle, you'll work it out as a team and then you just flip the card over and find out if you were right or wrong. If you were wrong, you get one of these sort of X marks, and that's going to be bad for your time. It's going to cost you a sort of time penalty at the end when you want to sort of calculate how well you've done, but you are continuing. You're never really sort of stuck. You can be stuck scratching your head during the puzzles though, and they've done a really good job with this one. It has got some of the sort Alice in Wonderland, well, it's got the Alice in Wonderland characters, and some of the puzzles really do feel like they sort of have come out of that theme as well. There's a few where I think it wouldn't have mattered what theme it was, that sort of puzzle would work. You always get that with escape room style stuff, but it's an enjoyable one. It took us about 45 minutes for 3 of us to play through. That's not too bad for a small little tiny box, you know, like 60 odd cards to work through, and an enjoyable experience. If you like escape rooms and you like Alice in Wonderland, it could tick both of those boxes perfectly for you. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your breakfast.
Hi, I'm Jordan, and recently the Dice Tower Awards came out, and there's a bunch of really great games that won, and I'll be honest, I voted on them, but I hadn't played all of the games that were nominated, and so I'm still working through some of those. For the 2-Player Game of the Year award, I voted for Land vs. Sea, which is one of my favorite games to come out last year. And recently, I finally got to play Radlands, which was the winner of the 2-Player Game of the Year award. And this is a 2-player combat card game in which you're going to have rows and columns of cards, and I love rows and columns of cards for some reason. And your opponent's going to have these 3 bases. You have these 3 bases. You're going to put these cards in front of them to protect your bases, but also they're used to attack your opponent's base. You're trying to knock out all of their bases. And throughout the game, you're going to be playing these cards, of course, and the cards can be used as special actions. They can also be used to place in front of you. They also have actions on them, and you can use these action points during your turns in order to take different things in order to, you know, attack your opponents, that kind of stuff. And it just works really well. The mishmash of those, the action point system, the multi-use cards, the back and forth combat. Every card just has 2 health. It's really clean, really straightforward. It also looks really cool. It has a post-apocalyptic theme, but is really brightly illustrated and has like neon color, so it almost has a cyberpunk look, like colorization to it, which makes it feel a little less grimy than some post-apocalyptic games. So I think this is great. This is the retail edition, so I don't have the playmats and stuff, which I think would really enhance the game. But even just the cards on the table, really fantastic game. Really love this one. So that's Radlands. I'm Jordan. Thanks.
All right.
Despite what others say, Radlands is good.
What?
Despite what others might say, Radlands is good.
That's true.
I didn't love it. It's not my jam.
It's good. All right. So, hey, we got lots of other games we'll be talking about and telling you whether they're good this week. So a lot of reviews coming this week. I hope you check them out. I'll be back to talk to you all at noon for a Q&A, and Z's coming online in 23 minutes. Until then, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Wendy Yee.
I'm Chris Yee.
We'll see you on the cruise. Don't forget to sign up for the cruise. Also, the cruise.
Thanks for watching Board Game Breakfast. Tune in each week for your daily dose of gaming goodness with Tom Vassell and all the gang. Until next time, I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching Board Game Breakfast, a Dice Tower production.